Hello everyone, welcome to Mathematics Step by Step. I am Ying. So today we'll learn to construct and present personal financial plans to achieve short-term and long-term financial goals and hence evaluate the feasibility of the financial plans. Okay, so a financial plan is developed to achieve our short-term and long-term financial goals. Okay, so we have discussed about short-term and long-term financial goals previously. So we have to identify our sources of income and expenses. An effective financial goal should set aside 10% savings of the total income prior to engaging any fixed expenses and variable expenses. In addition, the financial plan should prioritize the fixed expenses payments, such as monthly installments of cars, houses, and credit card bills. Okay, all these we have discussed previously. If there's a negative cash flow, we should adjust the financial plan by reducing the variable expenses. At the same time, we can add a source of income with our skills to keep the fixed expenses unaffected. The information below shows Encik Yusuf's income and expenses for December 2019. Encik Yusuf works as an insurance agent while his wife is a housewife. They have 3 children who are still studying. Okay, so we can see Encik Yusuf's salary 5k, then 0 passive income, so total income is 5,000. Then he saved 200 a month for emergency, so now the income is left with 4,800. Then fixed expenses, there are housing loan installment, insurance premium, so fixed expenses there is 1,500. Then now variable expenses, food and drinks, children's education, petrol, bills, travel, a total of 3,300. Okay, so there is no surplus of income. Encik Yusuf wants to buy a fast brand computer which costs 6,000 to improve his insurance sales within a year. So first of all, we'll calculate his cash flow first. Total income minus total expenses. Okay, we can see in the table previously, his income is left with 4,800. Okay, then fixed expenses and variable expenses, so cash flow is equals to 0. Okay, based on the financial plan, Encik Yusuf does not have any savings, so it is difficult for him to achieve his short-term financial goal. Help Encik Yusuf to solve his financial problem without using the emergency fund. A. Does Encik Yusuf manage his financial effectively? He does not manage his financial effectively because there are expenses that can be reduced, such as the spending on telephone, food and drinks. Furthermore, he does not have any investment plan for his future. Okay, this is no good. Then part B, how much monthly savings does Encik Yusuf need to save in order to achieve his goals? So his goal is to buy a computer which is 6,000 ringgit in a year. Okay, so 6,000 divided by 12 is 500. So he'll need to save 500 per month. Part C, how can an additional income be generated to increase the total income? He can increase his income by selling more insurance products and recruiting more new agents. Okay, so that he will have more income. Then part D, create a new financial plan based on a SMART concept. So SMART concept, the first one, specific, buy a computer that costs 6,000 ringgit. This is specific. Measurable, save 500 ringgit a month to achieve the goal. Okay, as we have counted in part B. Then is it attainable? He can save 500 from the income of 5,000 ringgit. Okay, this is attainable. Then is it realistic? 500 ringgit is only 10% of the total income of 5,000. Okay, so every time when we want to determine whether that amount is realistic, we'll count and see that savings is how many percent of the income. Okay, so in this case 10% only, this is realistic. Then time bound, 1 year is enough to save 6,000 with monthly savings of 500, so there's a time bound of 1 year. Okay, Encik Yusuf's new financial plan after considering some measures in terms of variable expenses. Okay, so total monthly income 5,000, then he will save an extra 500 ringgit here, and 200 ringgit is for emergency fund. So total income is left with 4,300. Fixed expenses, housing loan, insurance, a total of 1,500. Okay, then all these are variable expenses. Then we can see there's an investment plan here. Okay, unit trust investment of 150 every month. So variable expenses, a total of 2,800. Okay, Encik Yusuf's savings of 500 a month can help him save 6,000 by end of the year, okay, to achieve his short-term goal. So when he carried out this and everything goes smoothly, he will be able to achieve his goal of buying a computer. Okay, so evaluate the feasibility of Encik Yusuf's financial plan. Each financial plan should be evaluated from time to time based on several factors. One of the factors that Encik Yusuf should focus on is the current inflation rates that can lead to an increase in the cost of living. Okay, I don't know whether you guys got notice about the inflation rates or not. You know, last time when my gong gong, that time, right, they buy a bowl of mee, okay, or a char kway teow. It may cost them 5 cents only, okay, but now my time, okay, one char kway teow may cost 5 ringgit or even more. Okay, this is the consequence of inflation that happens every year. Okay, everything is increasing in prices every year. Okay, so this is one thing that we must take note. That's why invest is very important. Okay, or else the money that we earn will experience this inflation. Okay, then the money that we save in the bank will become less and less in value. Okay, so this can indirectly increase the total expenses, as what we have discussed just now. Okay, so if this happens, Encik Yusuf should take action to increase his income. However, Encik Yusuf's financial plan can be achieved as he has invested in unit trust. Okay, so this is a kind of investment. This is very good. Okay, the additional expenses can be covered by the dividends received. Dividends are considered as income. Okay, passive income. So now, long-term financial goals are as important as short-term financial goals. The purpose of the long-term financial goal is to make sure the goals can be achieved as planned in the initial stage. So long-term financial goals usually exceed 5 years, such as children's education, retirement, and buying a house. Okay, as we have discussed in our previous video. To develop a long-term financial plan, the key aspects to be considered are as follows: inflation rate, interest rate, and personal health. Okay, this is very important. So these are the 3 aspects that we must consider when we are planning for a long-term financial goals. Okay, in developing a long-term financial plan, it would be better to start saving early, because this practice can help us in achieving our financial goals faster. For example, we should prepare for retirement, buy a property, and save for children's education. Okay, our parents love us a lot. Okay, they save money for our education fund. Is not easy. It will take many years. Okay, so we must learn to love our parents. Okay, love our family, because at the same time our parents still have to save for retirement. Okay, so it is not easy. You are very blessed to learn this in your school time, so that when you step into the society, you know what to do. Okay, so long-term financial plans develop vary for each individual. The income of an individual or joint income of husband and wife allows an individual to have sufficient monthly savings in a shorter period of time. Okay, so we can see inflation is the situation of a continuing increase in the general price level. Okay, we must take note on this. Now let's go through this example 6 together. Okay, Encik Syed and his wife intend to buy a house in 6 years after getting married. Their total income of 8,000 ringgit and their total fixed and variable expenses is 6,500. They plan to buy a double-story house priced at 720,000 with a down payment of 72,000. Part A. How much is the monthly savings that Encik Syed and his wife must save in order to achieve their financial goal? So down payment of 72,000 in 6 years. So meaning 1 year they have to save 12,000. So 12,000 divided by 12 months, they need to save 1,000 a month in order to achieve their financial goal, their long-term goal, okay? This is not difficult with the total income of 8,000. Then part B, is it wise for Encik Syed to buy a house price at 720,000 with his current financial planning? Justify your answer. No, okay? Although Encik Syed is able to pay the down payment of 72,000, his monthly housing loan installment can burden him due to high expenses, okay? The monthly housing loan installment, this is a fixed expenses, okay? So this is not wise for him to buy a house which is so expensive, okay? So case study, assume you are a financial consultant. Mr. Wong, as the head of his family, has come to see you with the information of his monthly income and expenses as shown below. He seeks your consultancy to create a financial plan to buy a house, okay? So we can see Mr. Wong's salary, passive income, so total income 7,000. Then he saves 650 per month and 100 for emergency fund. So the income is left with 6,250, okay? So fixed expenses, housing loan, car loan, insurance, total 2,900. Then all these variable expenses, 3,350, okay? So there's no surplus of income. Mr. Wong works as a marketing officer in a company while his wife is a housewife. They have 2 children who are 1 and 2 years old. Mr. Wong would like to save an amount of 150,000 for his children's education in 15 years from now. Help Mr. Wong to create a financial plan to achieve his financial goals, okay? So he wants to save 150,000 in 15 years. So 1 year will need to save 10,000. 10,000 divided by 12 months, he will need to save 833 ringgit 33 cent every month, okay? So minus his current saving, he will need to save 183 ringgit 33 cents extra, okay? So suggestions, Mr. Wong needs to increase his monthly savings by 183 ringgit 33 cents. He can reduce the amount allocated for traveling by 25%. Okay, traveling is not a fixed expenses, okay? So he can cut down on this variable expenses in order to achieve his financial goal of saving money for his children's education, okay? So after this chapter, we know our parents really love us a lot. They sacrifice a lot in order to give us more, okay? So reduce travel expenses by 25%. Before this, he allocated 500 ringgit for traveling. So now reduce by 125 ringgit, so left with 375 ringgit, okay? Then he also can cut down expenses on petrol by 100 ringgit by carpooling with his colleagues to go to work, okay? So they can share on the petrol. By practicing the above 2 suggestions, he is able to save an extra of 225 ringgit a month. Mr. Wong can also consider reducing the variable expenses to achieve his financial goals, okay? Mr. Wong can do some part-time jobs to generate additional income. Besides that, he can invest the amount of money saved each year to earn passive income, such as dividends, bonus shares, and interest as an addition to the total income, okay? So again, learn to invest is very important, okay? So that we can create more income for ourselves. So now, Mr. Wong's new financial plan, okay? When he cut down on the variable expenses, we can see he's able to save 225 ringgit extra, okay? There's a surplus of income 225 ringgit. So total savings for a month becomes 875 ringgit, okay? So 225 plus 650 that he saved every month. So there's 875 ringgit now. Total savings for 15 years, okay? If he's able to do this consistently for 15 years, he will be able to save 157.5k, okay? So in fact, the amount of money saved is more than 157,500, as the savings in banks offer interest annually, okay? So the feasibility of Mr. Wong's financial plan depends on the following factors. Inflation rates should not exceed pay rise. Okay, he must take note on this. Our pay rise must exceed the inflation rate, okay? Then the rental received is fixed. Mr. Wong is healthy and can continue to work. The increase of expenses can be offset by pay rise, rentals, and part-time jobs. Nothing unexpected happens to Mr. Wong's family that involves high costs, okay? So all these are the factors, okay? Just now we have learned a few aspects in affecting long-term financial goal, okay? So this is one of them. The health factor, okay? Inflation rate. So now we have reached the homework again. Go back, you guys will do this self-practice 10.1b, okay? To practice all the knowledge that we have learned in this chapter, okay? So if you're having a lot of difficulty, you're struggling in completing all this homework, I have prepared an online course for you guys. It is a step-by-step guideline in helping you guys to complete all this homework in the textbook, including the comprehensive practice at the back of each chapter, okay? So go back, you guys will do this comprehensive practice also. This is very helpful for you guys to sharpen your skills, okay? And to master the knowledge that we will need to acquire in this chapter, okay? So I want to congratulate every one of you. We have completed the whole Form 4 Maths syllabus together, okay? So coming next, I may plan to upload some videos on Form 5 Mathematics, okay? So, but I'll need some time to prepare for that. So stay tuned. Do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you do not miss out any of my upcoming videos, okay? So I'll see you in the next video. So have fun learning. See you again. Bye bye.